So are you also enrolling students manually into the courses? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to enroll Thinkific user on FlexiFunnels purchase. So with here I'm running a Edutech company and we sell our courses online with the help of FlexiFunnels. So now what I want is that as soon as someone purchases my course with the help of FlexiFunnels, automatically they should be enrolled into my course in my Thinkific account, that too without any manual efforts. So to do this, I've simply created a connection between my FlexiFunnels account and my Thinkific account. To do this, I've used Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also want to create this automation for your business? Then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So today I'll guide you through setting up an automation between FlexiFunnels and Thinkific. With this setup, whenever a student purchases a course on FlexiFunnels, their details will be automatically added to Thinkific, granting them instant access to the course. This simplifies the enrollment process and enhances the student experience. So let's get started with a really simple example. Let's say that my name is test user and over here are all my details, and I'm just going to purchase this course which is programming in Python. So as you can see that I've entered all of my details, and I'm just going to click on this complete order to purchase this course. And as soon as we're going to click on this complete order to purchase this course, it is saying thank you for your purchase. Your order was successful. So now I'm just going to open my Thinkific account and we're going to refresh this all users page in order to check for the new user. And yes, over here you can see a new user has been created in real time. So I'm just going to open this and check that if the user has been enrolled to the course or not. And yes, over here you can see programming in Python. The test user named user has been enrolled into this course automatically, that too in real time within few seconds. So yes, this is the automation we are going to create in today's video. And if you also want to create this automation for your business and grant instant course access to all your students, then you have to watch this tutorial till the end. So to do this, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy, and as soon as we are going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free button and you are going to get 100 of stars free every month to explore the application. But over here, I am an existing user, so I'm just going to click on this button which says sign in. And as soon as we're going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications, which is FlexiFunnels and Thinkific. So I'm just going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And as soon as we're going to click on this access now, it is opening my dashboard. And now to start with our automation, we have to click on this blue button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as this, which says how to enroll Thinkific user on FlexiFunnels purchase FlexiFunnels to Thinkific. And then we just have to click on this create, and as soon as we are going to click on this create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. So trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow will run. All right, trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger. So that's the same reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger in a particular workflow. Alright, so to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm just going to select it as FlexiFunnels. So I'm just going to search for FlexiFunnels over here, and as you can see the same, so we're going to select it. And now it is asking me for the trigger event. So basically trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. So here what I want is that as soon as a new purchase is made in my FlexiFunnels, my workflow should be triggered or started. And now it is giving me a webhook URL. So we are going to use use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our FlexiFunnels account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. So what we have to do is, first I'm just going to copy this webhook URL, and then we have to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your FlexiFunnels account, click on the product, create a product whether it's a membership or a digital. Go to set rules, click on the product set rules, add the drop down, select use. Provide the webhook name. Alright, we're going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my FlexiFunnels account, and over here you can see that I've already created multiple products. So if you want to create a new product, you can go towards this create new product button, select it as digital or membership, and create a new product. But I've already created a new product, and I want to create this automation for this product, which is programming in Python. Alright, so what we have to do is we have to select the same product for which I want to create this automation, go towards this edit option given right over here, and as soon as we are going to come over here towards the edit option, we have to go towards the left side of the bar towards this set rules section. And now I'm just going to click on this add product rules. For when, I'm just going to select it as product is purchased for all pricing options. For use over here, I'm just going to select it as webhook, and now for the webhook name, I'm just going to keep it as new user. Alright, we're going to move on forward, and now for the webhook URL, we are just going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow and click on this save. And yes, you can see successfully added. So yes, with this we have successfully created a connection between our FlexiFunnels account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. Alright, so I'm just going to click on this save button right over here, and as soon as we're going to click on this save, yes, you can see that we have successfully saved this too. But now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to test our connection, we have to capture this webhook response and do a test submission or record. So to do this, I'm just going to open my page, and as you can see that this is the page with the help of which I collect my student enrollments. Alright, so I'm just going to do the test submission with the help of the same. Alright, so let's say that for the first name, I'm just going to keep it as dummy, last name as user, email as dummy22@pabblytunes.com, and now for the phone number, I'm just going to keep it as this. Over here you can see the address which I have entered. Over here I'm just going to select payment via cards. Alright, I'm just going to enter the card details. We're just going to enter the zip right over here, and then we just have to click on this complete order. Alright, and as soon as we're going to click on this complete order, yes, we are going to purchase the course as dummy user, and yes, you can see thank you for your purchase, your order was successful. So with this, we have successfully purchased our course as dummy user, and now what has happened is that FlexiFunnels has sent the details of a test submission to our workflow, and yes, over here you can see that Pabbly has captured the response for the same. You can see the same details which we entered in the test submission have been captured over here too. You can see the first name, you can see the last name. Over here you can see the email which we entered and the phone number too. We're going to move on forward. Over here you can see the address too which we entered right. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now what will happen is that as soon as a new purchase is made in my FlexiFunnels account, automatically this workflow is going to get triggered and Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same. Alright, we are going to move on forward towards our action step. What I want is, I want to enroll a Thinkific user on FlexiFunnels purchase. But to enroll a user, we first have to create a user too, right? So for that, I'm just going to select my action application as Thinkific. So I'm just going to search for Thinkific right over here. But now for the action event, I'm just going to select it as create user first. So what we're going to do is, first we're just going to create a user, and then we are going to enroll that Thinkific user on FlexiFunnel purchase. Alright. So for the action event, I'm just going to select it as create user and click on this connect. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Thinkific account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now we have to click on this blue button which says connect with Thinkific. And now it is asking me to enter the subdomain. Subdomain can be found at the URL. If your account URL is this, then your subdomains is this. Alright, so we're going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my Thinkific account, and over here you can see that I'm just going to look at my URL. So it is saying that the subdomain is before.thinkific.com and after https // alright. So as you can see that before.thinkific.com and after https / is this. So this is my subdomain. So I'm just going to copy this subdomain and paste it right over here. You also have to get this subdomain exactly the same way I did, all right, from the URL. And then we just have to click on this save. And as soon as we're going to click on save, yes, you can see authorization successful. With this, we have successfully connected our Thinkific account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking me for the first name, the last name, the email, and many other details. So yes, I'm just going to enter all of these details one by one, but we are not going to enter the details manually or by copy pasting it, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected FlexiFunnels as our trigger application. So we are just going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So here I'm going to give you an example that it is asking me for the first name, right? So let's say that I'm just going to enter the first name right over here manually by typing it like this. Then this will not change with every new response received because this is a static information and I have entered it manually. But let's say that we're going to map this first name from the previous response, as you can see, dummy. So let's say we are going to map it. Then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change, right? So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. And as we map the first name, we are going to map the last name too. I'm just going to look for last name and map it. And same we are going to do with the email too. I'm just going to look for email, and as you can see, dummy22@pabblytudes.com. We are going to move on forward. It is saying enter the password of the user account. So I'm just going to leave it as blank because this is not the required field, and I wish that the user should only select the password. They are going to receive a mail through which they can set the password, all right? And now it is asking me for many other details. So all of these details are not the required details, so I'm just going to leave it as blank and click on this save and send test request button. If you wish, you can definitely fill out the unrequired details too. And yes, you can see that we have successfully received a positive response, that we have successfully created a new user with this ID in our Thinkific account. So I'm just going to open my Thinkific account and we are going to refresh this all users page in order to check for the new user created, all right? Yes, you can see that we have successfully created a new user. You can see the same name which we entered, but over here you can see that dummy user isn't enrolled in any courses right over here. So we have to enroll this user into our course too, right? For that, I'm just going to add another action step. And now for the action application, once again, we are just going to select it as Thinkific. So I'm just going to search for Thinkific. And this time for the action event, we have to select it as enroll user and click on this connect. So right now only I connected my Thinkific account with my Pabbly Connect's workflow. So I'm just going to click on this select existing connection and then save. All right. And now you can see connected. For the course, I'm just going to select the course as programming in Python. So over here, I have not mapped this course because I want this to remain static only. All right. That's why I've selected it. But over here, it is asking me for the user ID. And I can't select the user ID like this manually right over here because I want this to turn dynamic. All right. So we're just going to map this user ID. So I'm just going to switch on this mapping button right from here. And we are just going to map the user ID of our user, which we created right now. So I'm just going to open the response of Thinkific create user. And as you can see, the ID which we created right now. So I'm just going to map this ID right over here so that this field can turn dynamic and change with every new response received. All right. So now we have successfully completed this. Now it is asking me for the activated and the expiry date. So I'm just going to leave it as blank and click on this save and send test request. And as soon as we're going to do so, yes, you can see that we have successfully enrolled dummy user into this course. All right. So what we are going to do is I'm just going to open my Thinkific account and check for the dummy user enrolled into this particular course. So I'm just going to open my Thinkific account and we are going to refresh this page, all right, to check for the dummy user enrolled in the course. And yes, over here you can see that dummy user has been enrolled into a course which is programming in Python. So yes, you can see the same name and the email which we entered enrolled in this course. So yes, this is the automation which we have created. You can see the same email, and over here you can see the enrollments also turned into one. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow. And now what will happen is that as soon as a new purchase is made in my FlexiFunnels account, automatically a user would be created in my Thinkific account, and that particular user would be enrolled into my course in the Thinkific account only. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.